bit. Well, 3 Brooklyn men are now free after spending decades in prison for the killing of a clerk who was set on fire in a subway toll booth. The Brooklyn District Attorney exonerating those men, saying they were wrongfully convicted. And today, we're finally hearing from them. News 12's Janae Caldwell has more from outside the Supreme Court in downtown Brooklyn. Janae.
Christy, the moment the judge made his decision to grant the exoneration of James Irons, Vincent Ellerby, and Thomas Malik, tears were shed and family rejoiced, saying, "Thank you, Jesus." But while the 3 men are ecstatic about this moment, they say there's nothing in the world that can undo the decades of freedom that were taken from them.
This is supposed to have happened a long time ago. They knew the truth all along, but they withheld it, deliberately. I'm just happy that I was able to stand strong to endure, this journey, but it was a rough journey.
Ellerby, Irons, and Malik were just teenagers when they were convicted of murdering Harry Kaufman in 1995. Kaufman was working inside of a token booth at the Kingston Avenue and Fulton Street station when Brooklyn DA Eric Gonzalez says the token booth was lit on fire and exploded. Kaufman died from his injuries 2 weeks later. But the DA's office says 27 years after that incident, they simply cannot stand by that conviction, citing concerns over what Gonzalez says are a slew of factual contradictions in this case between the evidence and the confessions themselves. One example of that is when Gonzalez says Ellerby, who was 17 years old at the time, made a confession that was inconsistent with the facts, stating that he used a spray bottle to spray gasoline on the token booth when in fact the fire marshal said gasoline was poured into the coin hole. But today, as the men finally walked free, their families told me how it feels to finally have them home.
I'm overwhelmed. I'm excited. This has really been a very, very, very long and hard road. God had answered our prayers and brought these innocent gentlemen home. And I'm just very grateful.
Yeah, and the president of the MTA, Richard Davey, saying in a statement today that his heart goes out to Kaufman's family, although he didn't necessarily mention the 3 men exonerated today. For now, in downtown Brooklyn, Janae Caldwell, News 12.
Janae, thank you. And